favorite things to do, and I think we all enjoy about break, is acknowledging great success on the part of students. And the list is so long, I'll do my best to keep it short. But as we're transitioning from one athletic season to another, certainly want to acknowledge all the hard work and the successes of all the teams. There were great moments in everybody's season, but a couple of things particularly notable. I believe this is the most successful girls tennis season in memory. The word out on the street is that York is not an athletic powerhouse, but I seem to recall that we beat all of those big schools in girls tennis, all those people who think that they're so cool. And here we are, successful. I think Lauren was third place winner, right? So, but even better, we got hardware. Always great when you have hardware. The LG Belizio Sportsmanship Award. LG Belizio was very active in the MTL for years and years and years. So the Sportsmanship Award is named after him. And the Sportsmanship Award for girls tennis actually goes this year to Katie.
I thought was so cool about the girls' tennis, because I spent quite a few hours over there Wednesday, was it's a random draw. So after they seed the first 4 players, they just draw names out of a hat, and they put them on a grid, and that's how you have to play. And unfortunately for us, here we have one of the best girls' teams we've ever had, and we drew names where we had to knock each other off in the second round. So Alyssa Pompan, one of the best singles players in the league, played against Lauren Sugar, one of the best players in the league, in singles in the second round. They could have easily met in the semifinals, but they played this heroic match. First they had to get over the idea they're playing their teammate, and then they went out and played this superlative round of tennis. Lauren was victorious, but it was a great match. All these coaches came over and said, these 2 girls are 2 of the best players. This is incredible. And then after that, our doubles players did the same thing. Katie and Casey had to play an early round, and then in the second round, they had to play Hannah and Morgan. And they went out and played this incredible match that lasted 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Just like Mr. Peters' announcement.
I have to embellish this because it was an amazing event.
Short, but I didn't anticipate.
Amazing event. So they split each set, and it went into extra games. And then they had to play a tiebreaker, and that went into extra. It was amazing. And it was 4 York students duking it out for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Everybody else is left. And they're out there just killing it. Awesome. And then afterwards, again, because we showed so much class, they hug each other. It was like, there was really no loser. And that was just so awesome. And to be there and see it, it's like, this is what it's all about. Right on.
Time to talk about volleyball and about field hockey and about all this other stuff, but let's take a moment and also acknowledge that the cross-country team won the Division League Championship yesterday, and the champion of our league was our own Ron Schwab.
So, in addition to that, then I'll sit down. Volleyball went 7-5. But there's no seniors on the team, and the top 2 teams went to 5 games against which team? Our team. So we're right there in volleyball as well, by golly. And volleyball, Philadelphia has their last game today. And water polo only lost 2 contests this year in regular season. Right on.
Enthusiasm about So, just switching gears, I also wanted to thank everybody involved with The Boyfriend, with the musical. I saw opening night last night, and I just have to tell you that I laughed out loud. It was delightful. I think you all know, especially the ones who slog through English classes where you're trying to take apart the subtleties of theme, conflict, and literature, that, as Ms. Reese told you, this is not a piece that you had to study. You could just have fun, because one of the things that art does is entertain as well and amuse, and it certainly did that. So I thank everybody, and not just the cast that gets all the credit in terms of the applause and the spotlight, wonderful backstage crew, house manager, etc., and of course for organizing and inspiring all this, director Emma Satchel and her capable assistant, Ms. Reese.
Table tennis club meeting during lunch today. Near the gym.
All right, so if you guys follow basketball, you know the Golden State Warriors are pretty high right now. But I think the team to watch this season is the York School Falcons. For the basketball, first practice is next Tuesday. That's the first day next week. Girls are at 3, guys are at 5. See you there. We'll meet the coach, and so come ready to play. Thanks.
But girls tennis had the most amazing season ever. Lauren Sugar placed 3rd in singles, and Casey Bell and myself got 4th in doubles. So, yeah!
If you're going to Stanford Model United Nations next week, please get your permission slips, forms, and checks into me as soon as possible. Also, Key Club has a meeting today in Ms. Durkee's room. Please try to get there as soon as possible, because I have something really exciting.
Thank you to those of you who showed up for the Fall State Informational Meeting. There is a quick change to it. The agenda actually got moved back half an hour, so we will be arriving on 6:30 that morning, unfortunately. Also, today at lunch, Quiz Bowl will be meeting in room 3. Please show up. It's going to be a good time.
All right, everyone raise your hand. Just raise your hand. Everyone here. Let's go. All right, keep your hands up if you don't go to York School. Wait, keep your hands up if you go to York School. All right, keep your hands up if you're a boy. All right, keep your hands up if you're a man. All right. So, congratulations. You all qualify to become a member of the York men's soccer team. And all you boys out there, if you want to become a real man like Andrew over here.
Yeah, so there's a meeting today at 4:30 in room 4 to meet the coaches. So you guys should show up. And I'll be playing soccer beforehand at 3:30, so everyone should come out.
Yeah, even if you don't have your stuff, just show up and meet the coach. Official start will be next Tuesday. And the reason why you should join soccer and not basketball is because you don't have to be 6'9" and 250 pounds to play soccer. Hey,
Would all members of the cross-country team please stand up? Yesterday we had our league championships, and the boys varsity and the boys JV came home with the team title, as you can see by the trophy, and our girls placed 2nd place. With that said, we will be continuing to CCS next week, and congratulations to all the runners.
and some concern about some aspects of end-of-year events. So I have been asked by some of your number to help to explain that or to answer questions. I will be available in my office at lunchtime to answer any question you have about anything having to do with your commencement, the fees associated with that, and anything else that you would like to ask about end-of-the-year events. don't come,
So, after a one-year hiatus, Ms. Parsons and I are going to be taking a busload of students who would like to go to the Oregon Shakespeare Festival in June. We're going June 2nd through 5th, which is a Wednesday through a Sunday, so that's a little bit different. We will be seeing 4 plays. We will be taking acting classes. We will be having discussions.
I've never been to the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, so I'm really excited. So all of you who've never gone should come with me.
And so we will have we will have an organizational meeting in the lower art room on Tuesday at the beginning of lunch. If you are interested in finding out more, please join us.
I am so glad the announcements have been highlighting our wonderful community, because tomorrow we are highlighting our community to all of our prospective future Yorkies with All About York. And so we are here today just to remind you to please, please, please do your work jobs. It is so important that our community look beautiful tomorrow for all of our guests coming on campus. Please don't leave anything out for the weekend, otherwise you may end up finding it in another room or lost and found, or not finding it at all. So we will be picking up the campus regardless of what it is or where it is. Also today, Mr. Sanchez and Mr. Neal will be moving a lot of furniture around campus. All of our wonderful picnic tables will be going elsewhere. Please do not move them. And if you have a free 4th period, feel free to help them out. They would love it. They would love the assistance.
Absolutely. And I just am up here for support because
Thank you.
you said it all.
Well, while we're talking about the accomplishments of our wonderful York students, I'm here to tell you that nine of our choral musicians have been accepted into the Central Coast Section High School Honor Choir. 9! This is the most we've had in decades, and they are C.J. Pegazian, Simon Butler, Alex Davies, Maddie Jewell, Isabel Sanford, Nora Butler, Natalie Sanford, Emma Finch, and Catherine Yeager.
Hello, during the last few minutes of your 3rd period class, if you have one today, you will be signing up for your sport or health and fitness. You've heard a lot about the sports. Among the health and fitness offerings are, now that we're not doing cross-country every day, running with Dr. Hannah every day. So if you've got your running shoes, maybe sign up to do that. There's also ballet being offered, so think about that. If you do not have a 3rd period class, before running off to your club meetings at lunch, can you find me? I'll make myself available in the Commons to sign up for your health and fitness or sport. Yes? Thank you.
I wanted to mention that some of you on your way into break may have seen a fire truck pull up. We're not on fire, but PG&E suggested that we just have them standing by. There is some kind of gas leak in the library. PG&E is on its way. They're fixing it now. Our plumbers are here. They're fixing it. But they just suggested we have it standing by. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. But I promise, just like Atticus Finch, I would tell you if there was something to worry about. But I do want to say that the library's closed until you hear otherwise.